Tom Cruise, sci-fi, Emily Blunt. I'm in, especially when you say Emily Blunt. Doesn't matter to me. I'm
Oh,
in.
that's right. The Rock,
I'm in.
Emily Blunt.
Rock's not in this movie. If it was, this would be the
Mandy
perfect
Moore.
movie. Oh man,
Mandy Moore.
put Mandy Moore and Emily Blunt in a movie.
What would you call it? Huh?
Easy
What
there.
would you call it?
Easy there.
I'd call it Wet Dreams, bruh.
Gross, disgusting.
It's the new Nightmare on Elm Street. Edge of Tomorrow, Live Die Repeat, whatever they decide to call this movie, I have no idea at this point.
Still a good movie.
It's a great movie. It's a great sci-fi movie. You know, Tom Cruise should do more sci-fi movies, right? Minority Report, Edge of Tomorrow, everything to do with Scientology, all
Weird.
sci-fi movies.
Weird.
Battlefield Earth.
Minority
Didn't he have-
Report. No Mexicans. What's up with that?
There isn't?
Not
I
really.
swear
No.
I swear there was one in there. He's probably a
Wait.
bad guy.
They got Colin Farrell.
That's close enough.
Like,
Close enough. Edge of Tomorrow, we have a movie that is as close to a video game movie without being a video game movie. This is Groundhog Day, in an action format. And who would have ever thought that Tom Cruise would have made something that was similar to a video game movie?
Well,
Right.
it's not based on Groundhog Day. It is based on a video game.
It's
Well,
based on a video.
It's not based on an
Loosely.
actual video. Yeah. So the guy that wrote the book wrote it because he was playing a game and he had to keep starting over until he got to a certain part of the game.
Mhm.
And it's like,
so-
hey, there's a book right here.
So he was an incel who just kind of lost his mind and said, "Let me write a movie instead."
I mean, originally it's a
I'm so busy at
Japanese
home.
novel. I remember
Yes,
that they were
yes.
saying it was a Japanese novel called All You Need Is Kill. I don't
Yeah.
think that would have been a good name, but then again, the movie
a
when it
crap
was
name.
released, it was Edge of Tomorrow. Then it was, for some reason, when it was released on Blu-ray or physical media, it was moved to Live Die Repeat: Edge of Tomorrow. Then
Well, that's
people like,
the-
it made no sense.
You
That's
know,
the tagline. That's the tagline to the movie.
Yeah, but then they changed it as a non.
In
Yeah,
the
no,
actual
like,
title, I
They
don't know.
just
You know,
Oh.
we could just answer the call.
oh,
God damn it. Oof, horrible movie. But no, so you have, you have
Ghostbusters. Look at me. Yeah.
so you have Doug Liman. What else did Doug Liman do at that point? Didn't he do I Am Number 4 or the other movie with Anakin Skywalker?
Which
Didn't
one?
he do that other movie where Jumper? Did he do Jumper? Yeah,
Last
he
House?
did do Jumper. He did do.
Life-
I just said Jumper. You,
No,
jeez.
Life as a House.
Okay, you. Tell
Roadhouse?
me what movie. Yeah, he did the
2024.
most recent Roadhouse. He did the most recent Roadhouse, but before this, he had done Jumper, right? He did Jumper. He did he did Edge of Tomorrow and Jumper. All, in 2008 was Jumper, and then in 2014 was Edge of Tomorrow. But I really do think this is a really enjoyable, fun movie. I like the premise. I like kind of what they did. I like the fact that the story comes in where, hey, we're being invaded. They were invaded, like our world was invaded by aliens, some sort of monsters, and
So Starship
they're
Troopers meets Groundhog Day.
they're beating us, right? They're beating the US, and they're beating the US, and they have everyone at war. It's at war, and they're winning. They're winning because they have a secret weapon. The fact that they can control time, or they have some being that can control time,
And he remembers, so he goes back to the spot and then tells her, yeah.
what? Yeah.
Yada yada. Oh, I remember that line.
And then some stuff happens, and then the end.
Yada. Diff. Come back.
But that's the cool thing about this. That's the cool thing about this movie is that you get Tom Cruise dying so many times, having to relive the day just to eventually.
Like
save
a
the day.
cartoon.
Do you know who would do this better? Who would do it better? And I would love to watch it. Lord Jacob Tremblay.
Come on.
He's like child. He was
That dude dies and stuff and looks really
a fetus
good.
though. He was a fetus during this movie.
Whatever. You can remake this movie with
No,
Jacob Tremblay.
No.
Like
No
dying
remaking.
constantly.
No remaking this movie. No remaking. I think this movie is great. I think the chemistry between Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt is really good. Even though
one thing missing is the whole Prestige thing where like you see like a bunch of bodies of Hugh Jackman and like.
So. There's that. Even though there's a romance between them, they don't really highlight it that much on screen. Kind of in glances. It's kind of just done in glances, and it's
hey, you want Smash? Sure.
It's explained off screen.
It's because it's not in the book.
And it's explained off screen, and I think it works for what it is. It literally does work. It's a movie that's tailored towards, hey, I inherited or I acquired this special skill, this special gift, and
is it Liam Neeson
now I'm making the most. Now I'm making the most of it. Every time I die, I regenerate and go back, relive the day, and I'm given this power to save the world, essentially. Even though no one will ever know that I've saved the world, because ultimately at the end of the day, no one will know that Tom Cruise did it. Because at the beginning of the movie, he's just a media officer. He's just media relations. Gets thrown into a war that he's not prepared for. He doesn't know how to fight. Doesn't know how to do any of this stuff. And you see his progression. That's another thing I liked about this movie. He comes in as a deserter, right? Deserter or scared. Yeah. By the end of the movie, this guy is killing all kinds of stuff and no more fear, none of that stuff. I think I like that whole thing about this movie.
Yeah, he ends up being a big dick badass. That's what it is.
Well, you do have the Full Metal bitch and Emily Blunt. She's in her own right. Like from the beginning of the movie.
I know it's supposed to sound like, like, yeah, she's fucking awesome. But it kind of like, that sounded disrespectful.
The guy that was going to say it in the movie, right before the one that gets punched by her, that's her brother.
Oh, so I would love to punch my brother. I'd love to punch my brother.
Again?
You do it. You do it all the time. You do it all the time. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll do it on camera one day. You'll see.
Fine. We'll go full candlestick. It's fine. No big deal.
Oh, you don't want that. No,
but short of you punching a short.
What?
I'll be punching downwards. No, but see, I do enjoy this movie. It's a lot of fun, and it's edited in a way where none of it is boring. There is no boring, slow parts in this movie. From the beginning of the movie, they take some time to explain kind of what's happening. But from the moment he hits the beach, right?
Those moments are necessary, and they don't take away from the movie. Like, yeah, even I was like, holy crap! I didn't find a moment where I was like, oh, I gotta go take a piss now. No, I didn't. It was just kind of smooth.
Yeah, you're sitting there enjoying. Tom Cruise again.
Tom Cruise myself. It's fine.
Tom Cruise hasn't, like I said, I'll watch a lot of Tom Cruise movies, right? I'll watch a lot of Tom Cruise movies. They're all enjoyable. Even the ones that people think are crap, there's still something enjoyable to them. His action movies are great.
Point one out.
Yeah, I don't think there is one that I find.
I mean,
not
Valkyrie is not that enjoyable, but
I mean, that's not great.
Yeah, but exactly, but he does a good job in it.
What's the one he did with what's his name?
Good job.
Magnolia?
No,
Magnolia fan?
Dude, Magnolia's good.
The guy that plays God in Bruce Almighty.
Morgan Freeman?
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
What movie did he
forget
the Firm?
Tom, doing your own.
No, because that movie's good.
It's like a space movie.
Oh, Oblivion. Yeah, I don't remember. That's the one that started his relationship with that director that now does almost all of his movies.
The Mission Impossibles.
Yeah, that's the guy. The guy who directed Tron. I forgot his name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I think he's coming back. I think he's coming back for the second one. I think he's going to make the second Edge of Tomorrow. It's in the works.
There's another one coming out. How are you gonna like? How is this? Is it with Tom Cruise again? He's gonna well, technically, spoiler territory, right? If you haven't seen it, it's a movie from 2014. Go watch it.
10 years ago, happy anniversary over there.
Yeah, it's a 10-year-old movie.
But go fuck yourself. I just want to say it.
But at the end of the movie, when he takes out the main alien, right? Does he re-inherit that power again? He still has it in him, or does it just send him back even further?
Which one?
Tom Cruise, because he loses
at the end
when he like he's being enveloped by the blue goo, right? But does he inherit the power again?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where it's left. That's kind of where it's left open. And I kind of want to see now where it goes with Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise, again, right? Because they started building a relationship, but now it's like you just technically just met. Now you got to build that relationship again. I really do think it was well done, and I like Bill Paxton was really good in it. He was funny in it. He's not in the movie for that long, but he's
one of his last movies, right?
Yeah. But he definitely like, was good in it. I think everyone in this movie is good, even from Brendan Gleeson, the guy who plays the admiral, the general, the guy who plays the general. Even he's good. I mean, the movies, of course, it's focused on Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise. They're the ones that get the most screen time. But everyone else who comes in, even from the small team that they get together, right? This team that they get together from J Squad.
Yeah.
Even all that's good. They're all unique. There's no one in this movie that I could say, oh, no, they're kind of the same character.
You know, if they were all part of the Screen Squad, they would all lost.
What?
J Squad? No, Screen Squad. That's what we're called.
Work on your comedy, bro.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Okay.
Right, sorry.
Easy. No, but I really do think this movie, I think one of the things that I think hurts it is the fact that after it was released, they changed its name. I think the name changing kind of threw people off.
Yeah, and then you got to look up another name. Like, stupid movie.
Nah. Because it still says Edge of Tomorrow. They just made the tag bigger.
But the Live Die Repeat was the tag, not the title of the movie.
Every time I think of Edge of Tomorrow, I keep thinking of Saved by the Bell, college years.
He thinks about edging.
First
of all, that's Sting. Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
I don't like his music.
No one likes his music.
There's a couple people. I like
No, he's good. I'm just kidding. He's a good bass player.
Yeah, I like the Police.
I mean, he's passable.
Nah, he's good.
He's not doing that blues guitar. No.
Yeah. But this movie did make the Edge of Tomorrow did make a lot of money. It was
no one expected to be this big of a hit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Tom Cruise movie.
It was panned, but it was panned in the beginning. It didn't really make in the beginning, but as it went on,
word of mouth. It's word of mouth because it did.
Well, people with the
audience score.
Maverick did, where like people expected it to be good, but like, bro, this is a good movie. People kept coming to it during the time when like there weren't very many movies staying in theaters for that long.
It's because that movie. It's because it surpasses the first one, the first Top Gun.
Yeah, and it has a vague.
I thought you meant Maverick. I thought you meant Maverick with Mel Gibson. I was like,
that's a good movie too. Anyone says anything, I will.
It's called Top Gun. It's called Top Gun Maverick, not Maverick.
Yeah, but we're talking about
Tom Cruise,
little Tommy Cruise. So
Thomas Cruise.
Hey, get with the program.
T Cruise. Yeah. No, but yeah, I like this was before the Mummy. Look, I'm even gonna say this. Like this was before Mummy, right? This was before the Mummy.
But Brendan Fraser's done this.
The Mummy with Tom Cruise, where he plays Nick Morton. The guy who eventually becomes but no, this movie is really I'm telling you, it's just there's just something good about it.
I know
it's one of those movies. It's one of the
now I'm been on now. And what I do?
Did y'all see Delirious?
Sorry, that's all I think of when I hear.
There's something wrong with you then, if that's all you think of.
It's either that or Morton Downey, and I'm not gonna whip out cigarettes again.
No, but it's
smoking in the room.
But yeah, it's like you said, it's one of those movies that was critically panned, but the audience loved it. And even now, when people watch it, it's one of those movies that's still really good. It works. It's fun. It's I saw it with our mom, right? She was like, I don't think I've ever seen this movie. She's like, man, this movie's good.
Yeah.
Even she just enjoyed it. She enjoyed it. And it's anyone can enjoy this movie just because it's Tom Cruise is one of those rare actors that makes movies to be movies. He's not making a movie to prove a point. He's not pushing anything specific, right? He just wants to make good. He just wants to make good cinema.
Battlefield Earth. He's not Will Smith doing that movie with his son where they're on some weird training. I don't know what it is. Some garbage movie. Not Pursuit of Happiness, but like older. Whatever.
Karate Kid.
The M. Night
But
Shyamalan
no,
movie?
No,
but
what's the stupid movie that where
There's
they
an M.
like,
Night Shyamalan movie. I just don't remember what
After
it's
no
called.
After Earth? Is it
M.
After
Night
Earth?
Shyamalan. I don't know. I don't
Is-
think I ever saw it.
Is it a Shyamalan movie?
That's a Shyamalan movie.
Oh, it's garbage. No wonder it's garbage.
but
yeah,
Emily Blunt is great too. I mean, she hadn't done really any action before this.
No, and this actually this helped her out. We're like, she can do
And
almost
she's
anything
really
now.
good in this.
We're like, bro, you're not just an actress. You're like
Mhm.
full on everything actress.
She was
And-
trying to keep up with Tommy.
And the
doing her own
special
stunts.
effects, that's another thing. The special effects are really good in this movie. They're really good in this movie.
I love that the suits are not CGI.
Yeah, I mean some parts are, but not the whole time.
Yeah,
Like
most of
when
the
they're
suits are not.
when they're running in the field, they're
yeah.
they're actually in suits too.
Yeah.
Like you can tell, but they're like on cables to make them look like
Yeah.
they're running faster. But I think the special effects are really well done. I enjoy this movie. Like I won't watch it for a while and then I'll come back to it, and it's still a good movie. It's a movie
Yeah.
that I can't get bored of.
No.
I can't find anything like overtly boring about this movie.
Nothing.
So I highly recommend Edge of Tomorrow, and it is celebrating its 10 years. It's 10 years since Edge of Tomorrow came out. So recommend it. I highly recommend it.
Watch
yeah,
it.
Tom Cruise is in his zone right now. He's in the zone when it comes to these movies. I
I
mean,
mean,
I know he's in the zone. He's just
That's
he's
all he
like-
makes.
he knows he's like boom, movie. He's doing these action movies. He hasn't failed with an action movie yet. Drama,
Not even
is
the
different.
Mummy.
No,
Yeah, the Mummy
not even
wasn't
the
that
Mummy.
bad.
That's what I'm saying. Not even the Mummy. That for
No,
it being a
man.
Tom Cruise
No.
movie, it's not the best Tom Cruise movie, but
Yeah,
it's a good Mummy movie.
he's
Yeah.
still good in it.
Right? It's a good, decent Mummy movie.
Mhm.
It's like it works. He was even good in Rock of Ages. Check that
He
out.
was.
Stacey
Yeah.
Jacks. Stacey
Mhm.
Jacks.
He was.
On that note, this has been Vinny.
It's Ozzy.
And
We'll see you guys next time.